The world of technology is developing non-stop, and we are seeing some interesting and practical technologies and inventions every day which are highly attractive to us, and we are getting more and more dependent on them every day. Some of these inventions are used to examine our health, some others to make our lives more comfortable, and some of them are also used for entertainment. But there are some interesting inventions which might seem a little bit strange and odd, but are still made to improve our health and comfort and are highly important. If you'd like to get familiar with 10 of the most interesting and weirdest present inventions, then stay with Top to Box till the end of this video. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to our channel, and also turn on the bell for our next videos. By the way, introduce Top to Box to your friends and share it on the social media. Number 10. A perfume with the odor of a space. It has been said that one of the most interesting features of a space is its strange and unique smell. Recently, a cologne-producing company is intending to produce a perfume with the smell of a space. This perfume, which is going to be named Yoda Space, is designed by a chemist named Steve Pierce based on the experience of the astronauts who are familiar with this smell. As Peggy Whiteson, the astronaut who has the experience of living in the International Space Station, says the smell in this space is the same as the immediate smell of a bullet shot from a weapon. He said that this smell seems better to me and is more like the smell of burning and smoke. The head of the cologne-producing company says that describing its odor is very difficult. As he says, what the astronauts have said about this smell is a mixture of gunpowder, burnt steak, raspberry, and sugarcane. Richard reminded at the end that the company under its management is trying to produce another new product named The Smell of the Moon in the near future based on the feedback they get from their customers about the space perfume. Number 9. An airplane with flexible wings. The airplanes which are built by wings are known as the plane wing. They are usually strong, hard, and giant, but a group of researchers in NASA have built a flexible wing which changes shape while flying. NASA's research engineer Nick Cromer says that this plane wing is 4 meters wide and its wings are made out of thousands of separate parts which are fixed into each other and act exactly like the wings of birds. He says something like a vulture which locks its joints while flying and then adjusts the wings in an efficient way and continues flying. It will lock its shoulders when it wants to do an attacking maneuver. This is the same reaction as we do. The other feature of this modular and flexible structure could be its ability to be easily opened and moved to other places, which makes it an ideal package for other purposes such as sending it to the space. Number 8. The robotic tail. A team of researchers at the University of Keio, Tokyo, have designed a wearable tail which is connected to the body using a tail and helps the person wearing it keep his balance, exactly like the usage of tails in animals. This simulating tail is built after researching and analyzing the tails of the mammals and vertebrates, the tails of which act as an additional part such as limbs for them. This tail is composed of some sheaths, such as the spine vertebrates, which are twisted and move like a real tail. The creators of this 1 meter thick tail have put different sensors and 4 artificial muscles in this tail, which help identify the person's movement and create the balance. For example, if the person leans towards left, his tail would turn right, and if he leans down, his tail would turn up. It is said that the idea for this tail is inspired by the seahorse tail because its structure has the right size and weight to be used for humans. Number 7. The bullet train. Japan has started the field experiments for the fastest bullet train in the history, which can go up to 400 kilometers per hour, and the engineers of this country would create another revolution in human traveling. The Alpha X version, which has been in the designing and developing for 3 years, has recently started its first trial trip. This bullet train will premiere completely in 2030 and will go into public services, which break the record of the now fastest 360 km per hour bullet train by its 400 km per hour speed. This train would also break the record of its peer Chinese express train named Fuxing by 10 km per hour distance. Well, both of these trains have similar features and technologies. This train will have 10 cars and 1 very sharp nose. Number 6. The Smart Mask. A company active in technologies in Japan has produced a smart mask which works by Bluetooth and uses a speaker to amplify the voice of its speaker. This smart mask, presented by the name C Mask, has the ability of turning the individual's speech into text using an application which is installed on the cell phone connected to the mask and can translate into 8 languages. This mask is designed by Donut Robotics company, for the beginning of which 7 million yens, equal to $260,000, was gathered by the fundraising website Fundino for its development. As this startup company claims, the price of these masks will be 3,980 yens, equal to $37. In addition to this, an additional charge will be taken from its buyers as a monthly subscription in order for them to access its translation service. These languages are English, Chinese, Spanish, French, Korean, Thai, Vietnamese, and Indonesian. The users of this mask will also be able to use the internal microphone of this mask to record the meetings, which will finally be saved in the application installed on their cell phones. Number 5. Turning the vacuum cleaner into a haircut machine. A British engineer has invented a creative and unique way to cut your hair in the corona crisis, which has led us to stay at home. The 54-year-old Dr. Phil Green has designed a tool which would make it easy for people to cut their hair. He has created a tool by connecting a haircut machine to the vacuum cleaner arm, with which the person can use only one hand to cut his hair. Green has used a simple method and tool to design this product. He has connected a haircut machine to the end of the vacuum cleaner arm using a very strong glue. He claims this tool to be useful for barbers and those who would like to cut their hair themselves at home despite the reopening of the barbershops. Number 4. 3D printing of chicken nugget. KFC, which is considered probably as the most famous fast food of roast chicken in the world, has announced to have reached the 3-dimensional printing technology of chicken nugget, and probably in the near future we will be able to eat chicken wing, chicken thigh, and even the inside bone. This chain restaurant has announced its cooperation with a Russian company active in the biotech researches and has said that it hopes to produce the first sample of lab-edible chicken and give it to its customers. KFC, alongside the world, is making efforts to choose a secure alternative for the real meat with a similar taste. After the 3D printing of the chicken nugget, this company will add toasted flour and its exclusive spices to it so that the customers will not feel much of a difference between this product and the real meat. Number 3. The supersonic jet. The first sample of XB-1, which is going to replace the Concorde airplanes, will be tested in the coming days. If these tests are successful, XB-1 will pave the way for a 55-seat passenger jet, which is named Boom Overture. The Boom Overture designing team believe that today's very advanced technologies will open the way for the return of express flights. The mentioned company, which is located in Denver, USA, has attracted $141 million for building XB-1 up until now. It is expected that the speed of this jet airplane will reach Mach, or 2.700 kilometers per hour. This airplane has room for only one pilot, and also a volunteer of USA's Air Force will be flying it during its tests, which are going to be done in 2021 in Mojave Air Base. Number 2. A wearable cooler. The Sony company has designed a wearable and personal cooler which is put inside the collar, and by doing so, it would create a cool area for the upper body. This wearable cooler, which is named Rian Pocket, is the size of a wallet and weighs only 85 grams, and you can control it by the application installed on your cell phone and set it on warm, cold, or additional boost mode. Sony has also designed some special t-shirts for this personal cooler, which has a small pocket behind the collar, and the cooler is put inside it. Rian Pocket weighs only 80 grams, and it can also produce hot air in summer and increase the body temperature for several degrees. This cooler uses a chargeable battery, which, as Sony says, can be charged in 90 minutes and produce the necessary energy to keep the cooler on for 2 hours. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget the bell. Number 1. The moving luggage. Most of the times while getting off the airplanes or the vehicles in general, you are not able to carry your luggage. The Obis luggage, priced at $800, designed by ForwardX Robotics, does not need carrying and follows you. This smart gadget is equipped by the artificial intelligence, automatic driving technology, and a computer view so that by using them, it can go past the obstacles and move on your side or behind you. Obis is also equipped by a GPS module and a manual mode for climbing the stairs or the elevator, which makes it easier for you to use. The interesting thing about Obis is that if it goes farther than 2 meters away from you, you will receive a warning on this wristband you're wearing so that the danger of it getting lost will be reduced to the lowest. Well, these were 10 of the tools and products which seem to be stranger than their peers. In your opinion, which one was more interesting and important than others? Make sure to share it with us. Even let us know if you know a more unique tool so that we can introduce it to others in our next videos. Thank you for staying with us up to here, and we hope that you will have a great time.